Welcome to Ridge Life. I'm Tim, and today on What's Up on the Ridge, we have two builds for you. Let's do this. Out here on the northwest corner of the field that the barn is on, we have this canopy right here. And this canopy is where we normally store our camper trailer. Right now I've got a 14-foot trailer in there, but we're going to eventually get our camper trailer put back in this location. So what we're going to do today is we're going to erect an 8x10 carport. Now I got one sent to me. We're going to try it out, see how good it is. We're going to put it right over here. In this section, I got a 5x8 trailer. We need to get it covered up. I got some other implements. So the tractor is up in the barn over there. I don't know if you can see it over there. The tractor is up in the barn. And then we've got our camper trailer. We'll go up in there. Right now we got the 14-foot trailer in there. But we're going to put the this new carport in this area right up in here where our 5x8 trailer is. You can see we got a bush hog over there, and I've got the box blade on the back of the tractor now. So we like to keep our implements, kind of hidden up in the woods here. But I like to have them covered. I like to have them all covered. So we'll get this 5x8 carport put up today. But first we got to do some repairs. We got to repair some fence. The fence all the way down at the Ridge farmhouse. I'm sure y'all remember us building this double gate and our man gate right here. We have got to get out here though, because the dogs are getting through the panels on our cross fence here because they're rotting out. Look at that. And the dogs are getting in the front yard, getting out. They stay in our yard, just like that. Blackjack, you ain't supposed to do that. You know that. So we have got to get out here and repair all this. You can see it is just rotting out. Now what I think happened was, the previous owners have built this fence. It's a beautiful fence. It's a rough cut cypress, and they painted it before it was dry. And you can see it is starting to crumble away. Rough cut cypress and just rotting away right here. So I am going to replace these boards with cedar, rough cut cedar. And that should get the main sections repaired, and that rough cut cedar should last a long time. It is pest resistant, rot resistant. We'll let it dry. I've already had 9 boards in the barn drying out. But as you can see, I don't know if you can see, back over there on the back side, we've got some fencing as well. We'll do that at a later date. We got to get these front ones done first so the dogs keep coming out. And then, of course, once it dries and gets on there, we will paint it the same flat brown, same color as the barn and the trim on the farmhouse. We just love that color. So, Blackjack, we're going to keep you from getting out. Now, I've only got a limited number of our cedar fencing. So we're going to have to get just the ones that are allowing the dogs to get through for now, and we'll come back later with more of the cedar planking. I've also got some of the 2x4 rough cut that the planks screw into, the vertical 2x4s. Some of those are rotting out as well. So these are 4x6 posts with 2x4 rough cuts on either side, and that's what those cross planks screw to. So we'll come back for those later. Let's keep the dogs in the fence. This is the goal of today, is to keep the dogs in the fence and then get the implements under the carport. That's our goal. So let's see what boards we need to rip out. All right, we know some of the ones down there have already fallen off, but the ones down here we can see are rotten to the core as well. So like that is bad. So we'll pull that one off. That one's coming down. I think this one, look at this. What if there's nothing left of that? Oh my goodness. So let's get that one off. Look at that. Oh my gosh. So that one's gone. And I think, okay, this one, yep, that one's gone. Here we go. And you can see inside here, this 2x4 is also rotten on the inside as well. So we will have to come back and replace that. But we'll get these planks up here. Look at this big mess I'm making. So that has got to go. And I think this one, yeah, that one's got to go. So we'll get that one off there. And let's see, this one's rotted out. This one's rotted out. That one's rotted out. So that one's got to go. And I think we got down here, of course, we've got this one already off. Get that one off of there. And oh yeah, this one right here, this one's rotted as well. So yep, that one's already ready to come off. Okay, so we've got our work cut out for us. You can see we're not gonna let that stop us though. We're gonna get this all done today. All this front here, with what limited boards I've got, we'll get done. guys, it's in the 90s, super high humidity today, but we got the work done. We got all the fencing in the front here, so the dogs should not get through. I think it turned out pretty good. We got to come back a little bit later, get more wood, take care of all the rest of the rotten wood, but this is going to take care of the dogs. Let's take a look and see how we did. You can see this cedar matches up pretty good here. I'm pretty impressed with it. You can see all the paint peeling off here. This is the paint they painted that cypress little too wet, rotted it out like crazy, but you can see all the boards we replaced. I think that turned out pretty good. Turned out pretty good. Dogs shouldn't be able to get through there anymore. So I think it's time to go work on the carport, but not today, guys. It is, you can see the sun is starting to set. We're not doing the carport today, but we will come back tomorrow and take care of that. We'll bring you along for the fun and the build. So what's up on the ridge? Let's do this. New day, a new project here on the ridge. We are back up at the barn back property, and we told you we're going to put our carport up, and I said an 8x10. You guys saw in the little text I put up there, 10x20. So we are not putting the small one up to cover our 5x8 trailer. We're going to get that 14-foot trailer out from where our camper trailer goes, and we have chosen right here this nice big flat area where our 10-foot by 20-foot carport will go. And you can see this is right by the gulch. Check this out. I know the video is not going to do this justice, but this is about a 30 or so foot drop straight down all the way down there. Lots of deer go traveling through in there. We actually have a tree stand right over there. I don't know if you can see it, but we are going to put the carport right here, and let's show you the carport we're going to use. This thing is a 112-pound box. It is a Gardesol ZTC P05 carport. It is 10 foot by 20 foot. You can see it has the heavy duty top. You can get this fully enclosed for like $50 more. I think this thing was under $300 on Amazon, like $350. You can get it fully enclosed. You can see 4 poles on either side. I do believe it's powder coated steel, and that's what I like. So we'll go ahead and get this thing unboxed and put up. All right, let's see what's in the box. Always curious to see what is gonna be opened up. Make sure we don't cut the top, that's for sure. We don't want to do that. So, oh man, I like this. This looks really good. It's gonna look good out here. Oh yeah, I like those poles. I did get the gray color. I think gray will be hidden out here in the woods very, very well. Oh man, I like those poles. All right. Woo, lots of poles there. Okay, drop it on its side. Whoa, here we go. Look at that. All right, very nice. Oh guys, these are simple to, these have the push buttons. I don't even use bolts. Oh my gosh, these have the quick connects and they're labeled A. Oh my goodness, this is gonna be an easy build. Everything is unboxed and separated. A poles, B poles, C poles. We've got the corner pieces, which are D sections, very nicely labeled. We've got our instructions. The instructions say it takes 2 people 40 minutes. Of course, I'm one YouTuber and I'm gonna be filming it all, so it's probably take me like 5 hours. You know how that goes. But 2 people should be able to do this in 40 minutes. We also have all the bottom posts. Now, if you're on concrete or something, you can put anchor bolts into there. We've got all the bungees and the stakes. We've got all the good stuff. They even give you 2 pair of gloves, these fabric gloves here, and then we have the corner tie-down stakes as well. So, man, and when the top is a very, very nice, heavy-duty thick too. I think this is going to hold up pretty well for us. So let's get to putting this together. I think it's going to be a quick and easy build. These instructions look very, very simple. It's like 3 pages and you are done putting this up. Looks like we start off with getting 2 A sections and 3 D sections for the end. The center sections use the E sections, which have 4 connections. So we're going to do 4 total, and then we're going to put all the side supports on. Again, these all just click together. Throw the canopy on, put the bungees. Man, goodness gracious, so easy. I'm going to lay all these sections out for you real quick in time lapse. Then we'll look at how a couple of them go together. Then we'll time lapse, boom, putting it all together. starting on our front end, I've got 2 A sections. Just gonna push that button down. Well, I did not know it was gonna be this easy to assemble our carport here. If you wanted to move this, this would not be an issue at all. So here's our far end. We've got to get our D sections on the end, start moving our way down. So I'm on one of the front corners here. You really can't mess this up. You put the A section, the D section, there's only one hole and one button, and you get that. So when I lift it up, you can see pole goes down, pole goes that way. Again, the center sections will have the 4 connections, which are the E's. I'm gonna go ahead and do the other end first, and then come in and start doing the center sections. So for the center side sections and then the center of the center sections, we use these E's, and you want to make sure, like on the outside edges, it curves this way. You don't want to do it like this because the sides don't curve. The top curves down to the side. So I'm going to get my A, put it straight into there, just like that. There we go. Now we'll move to the center section here. And we've got our E's, same piece. Again, I don't want it like this because the center don't curve that way. The roof don't curve that way. The roof curves this way. So I just grab that same A section, put it in, and you can see, where's it line up at? There it is. Lines up right there. Now, when I put this one in, you can see. There we go. Now we've got our peak. Now we've got our canopy peak. Now it's time for these long B sections. We're going to put them on the peaks, 3 down the middle and 3 on the sides. There'll be 9 sections of B's, and that will frame out the top of our canopy. Now that we got the top section already fully assembled, it's a good time to reposition it. Position it where you want your approach to be. It's much easier to do that when it's low like this without the side poles on, because the side poles don't have connecting rods. They're just straight poles going down. So much easier to do it when you've got it in this section here. So get it where you want it. And the next thing we're going to do is throw the tarp over it, the canopy top. If you wait until after you got your side poles up, you got to have 2 people, you got to have a ladder and all that stuff. So put it over the top, get it just rudimentarily fastened, and then when you put your side poles up, all you got to do is fasten the tarp that's already on top with the bungees and the corner Velcro. You're going to like that. Drape the canopy over the top pole like this. Find out where all the openings are. Start bringing it down. Of course, my luck, I'll probably have it upside down, but that's just the way it goes. Oh, it's like so get it right. There we are. Man, this thing is, I really like this. I mean, for the money, I mean, it's not a metal top. One thing I was always thinking, I can always, if this top degrades, buy another one, of course, or I can just put some of the plastic corrugated roofing sheetings over it, which would be great as well. So that one might be a long-term thing. So let's get this top pulled over, straightened up, and we're ready to put the side sections on. With the tarp fully covering the top, I'm just going to find one of these corners. The corners have the Velcro straps, and all I'm going to do is put the Velcro strap around this bottom section pole, and that will just basically keep it in place as I'm lifting it up. So I'm going to do this to all 4 corners. Time for our final poles. We're going to get our C poles, which can have button on one end, and on this end there are a series of holes. The holes will go down towards the bottom. That's where our base plates are going to be. So all we got to do is take this in with the spring release, pop them in on all 8 of our vertical poles, and then we'll be ready to get the bottom attached. For the vertical poles, we're going to install these base plates. They're going to slide them down, and then there's a bolt that goes through with a nut, and you can use a 13 millimeter or 1/2 inch standard wrench for your bolt and nut there. And also these tent stakes. Once you get all your poles straight on each side of your canopy, then you can put a tent stake through each one of the holes on either side of the base. We'll go ahead and get all those installed now. now we've got a ton of these little bungees to install. All you got to do is put the rope end through the eyelet of the tarp, come around down below the pipe, and then put it around the bungee little plastic ball, and you have got it set. Final step to getting our carport completed is our tie downs, our corner tie downs. These are optional, but highly recommended as those little tent stakes. You know, if you're out in the open field and you get a gust of wind and all you're using the tent stakes, it's probably not going to hold you down very well. But these tie downs, you can see they have a little corkscrew on the end there, a little corkscrew. And so you'll twist those in, and then all the way into the ground, and then you have your strings here, and you'll tie your strings to the corner of your canopy, pull straight down, and you can tie a slip knot that pulls up and tightens the string, pulls the canopy all nice and taut, and your canopy is secure in place. Start, push the corkscrew in, start turning. Once it starts to be a little difficult to turn, then I can use my screwdriver through the hole there, just keep turning until it goes all the way down, flush with the ground. Ugh, nice and tight, nice and tight. Now I can loop this around here, and we can tie our string in a way where we can cinch this up. All right, now we're going to give instruction on how to tie a taut line for a tent rope like this. This is not in the instructions for this carport, but this is what's called a taut line. So get your loop made up, and then what you're going to do is you're going to come under 1, 2 times. So once you got it looped 2 times like that, then you're going to go over the loops, and then you're going to have what looks like that right there, and you tighten that up. So you got 2 below, 1 above, tighten that up, and what happens is when you pull on the rope, that tightens and that will hold and cinch itself. Taut line. You'll periodically want to come back and check your taut lines. Just pull up, pull up, pull up. As things loosen up, as the canopy stretch in the noonday sun, those will loosen up a little bit. Just keep tightening them up and they will hold for a very long time. Guys, our canopy, our carport is done. Oh, wait a second. It's not done. We don't have anything under it. Let's get our 14-foot trailer under here and call this a day. This carport is perfect for our 14-foot trailer. Protect it from the elements, make that wood on the decking last a very, very long time. I mean, look, we've got a couple feet left at the end of the carport. The tongue is under it, and whoo, look at this big old drop off down here, guys. This does not do it justice. That is 30 foot. That is every bit of 30 foot. 40 foot probably to that stump down there. Wow, but lots and lots of room here. Very good coverage, very good quality too. I mean, for what this is, Gardesol, you did a great job with this canopy. Super easy to put together. I could not be happier. I've done way more complicated things here on the Ridge, that is for sure. sure hope everyone enjoyed today's What's Up on the Ridge. I know I had a great time. We got that fencing done. Them dogs are not getting out anymore. That's great news to report. What about that Gardesol carport? Guys, that was one of the easiest projects I've done. I'm gonna leave a link down in the description so you can get one of those off Amazon. I'll leave the link for the one I got, plus the one with the full enclosure. And they've got different colors. They got beige, they got white, they got gray. So lots of different choices there. That's a Gardesol carport off Amazon. If you liked today's video, I'd sure appreciate a thumbs up, smash that like button, share this video out on Facebook and whatever platform you got. I do appreciate it. Subscribe if you haven't already. That means a lot to me. It is free as well. So guys, until next time, I hope everyone has a blessed day. Hit that notification bell and go Ridge Life.